Manila's hottest Monster RX93.1. What's good, everyone? Good afternoon, and welcome back to the show. You got me, Chino.
And you got me, Nikki, this wonderful Riot Wednesday. But even better, it's not just us just here with you guys, just to entertain you guys. There's someone who is so much better, actually, at entertaining. So much more talented than the both of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, monsters all over, please give it up for Harry Mack. Applause.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. First and foremost, we do want to say thank you for stopping by on the show and, giving us some of your time. We are so excited to have you here. Nervous, excited, everything, super glad that you're joining us today. So let's start. How's everything in LA, man? With the Lakers winning, with the Dodgers winning, I'm sure the city's abuzz and all that.
Oh, definitely, man. Yeah. Major celebrations. In terms of the wins that we've had, it's nice to have some wins during these times, because 2020 has been a tough year in a lot of ways. But all things considered, man, I'm doing well. Staying active and keeping it moving.
That's good, man. We see that you're really busy, obviously, with your Omegle bars, with your Guerilla bars and all that. For those of you guys who are just tuning in, he does this segment. It's called Omegle bars, or basically he gets random words from fans and or people on the street, and he just raps about it freestyle, top of his head. And so, hopefully we get a little taste of that in just a little bit. We're gonna throwing you some words, and Harry Mack is gonna rap over it. So yeah. First things first, though. How did you come up with Omegle bars and Guerilla bars and all that?
It really started sort of organically. Guerilla bars was first. Guerilla bars is where I'm out in public spaces doing freestyles for, strangers. And it really started just because, I wanted to start putting my freestyling out there. I've been rapping since I was a kid, but I wasn't really making a big push to share my talent with other people. And so right at the end of 2016, my friend asked me to help him with a YouTube video, and I freestyled over his beat while we were driving down Sunset Boulevard in LA. And he posted that up online, and it went low-key viral. I mean, it got 100,000 views overnight. And that was kind of the catalyst for me saying, you know what, I'm going to start creating video content for my freestyling. And, that video we did in the car, and then I did some videos at home in my studio. But I had the realization that, I wasn't pushing myself enough. And, these concepts weren't really making me nervous or pushing me out of my comfort zone. So one day I said, you know what, let's go out to Venice Beach in California and freestyle out in public and just see if we can make a lot of noise out there and film some cool content. And that was kind of the start of it, man, was going out to Venice that day and capturing that video out in public and realizing that we were able to put smiles on a lot of people's faces. So it kind of started organically like that.
So you said that that you needed a space where you kind of made yourself uncomfortable, because the ones that you did before, it was just nah, it's fine. I can do this. But then you wanted to make yourself vulnerable to... with the crowd actually just giving you giving you words, giving you visual cues on what to rap about, right?
Exactly. Yeah. That whole thing of going outside of the comfort zone is really crucial for me. For a long time I was sort of too afraid to put my music out there and put my voice out there, because you have self-doubt and you're worried about being judged and all those things that, artists deal with when they're trying to get their work out there. But I came to find once I started, moving past that fear, that actually the discomfort and the sort of fear can be a good compass to kind of direct you towards what you probably do need to be doing. I realized that if the idea was scary, it was probably worth doing. So, now I kind of seek that discomfort because that's me growing.
All right, that's dope. Yeah. And with that, why don't we go to the first round of, our version of Omegle bars, I guess. We'll throw you some words and hope you can freestyle on air for all our fans.
For some reason, I'm the one who's nervous.
All right, so let's chalk this up as a warm-up of sorts. So the words that we're gonna do are, our show normally is called Good Vibes, and we know you're all about the positive vibes. So let's make those words for today. It's a Wednesday for us here on the Monster, so that means it's throwback. So let's make that as well. So we'll do Good Vibes, throwback, and Nikki, you can do the third word.
Third word, super random, unrelated. Penguin.
Yep. Penguin.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. All right.
Words.
Good vibes, throwback, and penguin, right?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Here we go. Yeah. Come on. Hey. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on. Hey. Harry Mack. Come on. In effect, let's go. Hey, when it comes to rhyming, I be getting it done. I'm on Monster RX93.1. We in effect right now. I be throwing it down. The name of Harry Mack, man, it's really going around. Yeah, the vibe I'm bringing, man, it is understood live. Every time I'm spitting, I be bringing them good vibes. Creativity, that's what's got me living free. Good vibes when I'm spitting, G, that's positivity. Hey, yo, I make you smile when I bust mine. I'm bringing positivity just like a plus sign. Good vibes only, no negativity is welcome. When I kick a bar, they saying well done. Hey yo, you know Mac, I'm ill, you know that. Every time I flow with raps, my style throwback. I'm on a rhyme spree, y'all can never misalign me. Throwback, grimy, just like the 90s era. I'm bringing terror all throughout your speakers. Rappers that be stepping up to Mac and sounding weaker. I know you heard me, yeah, on the word spree. I be throwback like an old school jersey. Hey yo, you know I rap with these. I pass you the mic, you better throw it back to me. Hey, H-Mac, I'm in it, competition, I'm a winner. Got your head like a merry-go-round, each time it's spinning. Now listen, when spitting in the rapper's face, he flinching. I don't ever wear a suit looking like a penguin. Yo, but I'ma get it cold when I spark it. Word the penguins, my lyrics colder than the Arctic. Yeah, and you know I'ma spark it up. I'm like a penguin, living in Antarctica. In other words, when I'm rapping, man, I'm in my comfort zone. Harry Mack, I'm leaving domes blown on the microphone. Let's go.
Oh my god.
You know, it's crazy because it's one thing to watch your videos and be a fan there, but for you to actually do it live for us here
and
at the
for
Monster,
us to participate
oh, man,
in it. Oh
it's crazy.
God,
I'm in, honestly. So
thank you.
That being said, it's your artwork. It's crazy, right? You're one of the best in the game. You know, we want to know, obviously, like, what's you're the method to the madness, pretty much. Like, do you practice? How do you be so great at what you do?
Oh man, great question. Yeah, I definitely practice. I've been freestyling since I was 12 years old. And, you know, I fell in love with hip hop music when I was a kid. Me and my best friends at the time, you know, we're always listening to rap music and just being young, creative kids. We wanted to try it ourselves. And, you know, my first freestyles were garbage. Like, I wasn't dope, you know, when I first started. But it was fine because I was 12, you know, and at that age, you know, fortunately, there's not really a lot of self-judgment, you know, which is awesome. Like, being a kid is so special because, you know, I really didn't feel bad if I didn't sound good. I was just having fun. And I was so in love with it. And I just kept freestyling from then on, all through middle school, high school, college, all the way to now. And, you know, so I started when I was 12. I'm 30 now. So I've been freestyling constantly for 18 years. And I practice daily. And I still practice now and work on techniques and exercises to try to get better.
So what are these examples of like exercises for you to keep, you know, freestyling, like keep your head like on top of the game every time freestyling?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff you can do. Like one thing that I do often is I'll use like the deck of cards from this game called Taboo. I don't know if you guys have ever played it, but yeah, there's like random words on cards and there's like 800 cards or something. So I'll just grab a section of the deck, shuffle it up and flip through and try to do a rhyme for each word on the cards. So that's one way you can practice. Another thing I practice a lot is like free association. So without even rapping or rhyming, a really useful skill is to be able to take one word and expand it into a universe. You know, you might see this and say, oh, it's obviously a phone. But a great exercise would be to free associate. So you can say phone, call, dial, number, connected, text, email, app, download, crash, lock screen, shattered screen, Apple Store, computer, laptop, da-da-da-da. You just try to expand a universe out of any word.
These are some very helpful tips, especially for one of the DJs who was just here before us, Rico. If you're tuned in, he did a little freestyle earlier on himself. So, you know, he's definitely taking down notes, that's for sure.
That's what's up.
Nikki, I do believe you have some dirt on the early life of Harry Mack, right?
I wouldn't.
Oh, snap.
It's just like a part of, you know, how Harry Mack became Harry Mack. So when you mentioned you were 12, that's when you started rapping. So what a lot of people probably don't know was that you and a group of friends actually started a rap group called State of Mind, and you had the moniker MC Wonder. tell us about this experience and why I also MC Wonder.
Yeah. Good homework. First of all, that's all accurate and correct. Yes. State of mind. So that was me and my best friend Brady at the time when we were 12, 11. We might have been 11 when we started the group. And what it was like I was into writing, and so I was into rapping, and I had my little rhyme book and stuff. And he was into like DJing and turntablism and stuff. So he had like one of those fabric binders, you know, that with the zipper that we used to have back in middle school and stuff. And if you rubbed your pencil over the top of the fabric on the binder, it kind of sounded like you were scratching, like with a record. Yeah. So he would be like, you know, doing that with his pencil, and I would be doing like my little bars, like with my prepubescent voice, super high pitched, sounding like Alvin and the Chipmunks, and just rapping about who knows what, you know, just like vocab words from class, and it was super crazy. But yeah, MC Wonder, I don't know how I came up with that, and the spelling was the craziest part. I spelled it W-U-N-D-U-R, Wonder. It's like the corniest name of all time, but you know, it worked back then. And I even had it on like a hat. Like I went to the mall and got a custom hat that said MC Wonder and stuff. So yeah, man, that's it. You know, from humble beginnings.
At least you have a keepsake now, like MC Wonder.
Yeah, I lost the hat, so you know.
We'll give you a. We'll make
Thank you. Oh, that's dope. I love that. That's amazing. Thank you.
So let's fast forward, actually. So you started at age 12. When you went to college, actually, you went into percussion. You studied jazz drumming, and then, but did rap take like a back seat, or were you still working on that during your college years?
It didn't really take a back seat, honestly. So, excuse me. I went to college for jazz drumming, you know, and I'd been playing drums for basically as long as I've been rapping. They both started when I was 10, 11 years old, somewhere in there. And my drumming and rapping, like, they benefit each other, you know, rhythmically speaking. I always say a freestyle is like a jazz drum solo with words. So if I can say ba, then I can say gripping on the mic or whatever it is. And, you know, all of those skills transfer and influence each other heavily. So yeah, my degree was for jazz drumming, so I was learning a lot about jazz. That's like what all of my coursework was related to, me being a jazz drummer. But then in the dorm, like with my friends who I had made freshman year, who I was living with and stuff, I would freestyle and cypher like almost every night for hours. Like we would have like 3-4 hour long freestyle sessions like every night. And I was the only one that could freestyle. They would just like pick beats and be like, yo, rap about this, you know? And so it was just me rapping for like, that's when I really put in that 10,000 hours, I think, was while I was in college. So it was kind of like the perfect education for me. Tons of time learning about jazz drumming and improv in that respect. And then just as much, if not more time, learning about hip hop, improv, and freestyle rapping.
Have you ever thought of like, I don't know, rapping over while you play the drums?
I've done that a bunch of times, yeah, but it's like super hard. Yeah, it's like, it's not that fun for me. Like, I don't know. I always think like, yeah, I want to be like Anderson .Paak, you know, and like drum while I rap and stuff. But I don't know. He's like an alien. He's super talented. I don't know how you can do that. It's different. They have like a different rhythmic feel. The drum part doesn't sit quite in the same place as the vocals. So you really have to be able to split your brain in a way that doesn't work for me so well. But
I can't do either, so I can only imagine doing both of them at the same time. Anyways, for those of you guys who are tuning in right now, in your cars or wherever you're at, we are with Harry Mack live right now. Hit us up on our Facebook, drop some words, and he's gonna go round 2 with a new set of words. So hopefully, Nikki, how's it going along?
It is, well, we have a lot of comments. I am just trying to load it up. Guys, give us more words. Give us challenging words.
All right.
We
got to put Harry Mack to the test.
You know, gotta make him uncomfortable.
You know, while we're waiting, you know, like I mentioned earlier, like my 2 brothers are tuned in. They would be pretty annoyed, I guess, if I didn't get you to shout them out. So if you can shout out my little brother Kobe. And my older brother Nick, who is a big fan. He's got some big words for you, man. He calls you the undisputed GOAT in the rap game. Whoa. He's a huge fan, so.
That's awesome, man. Well, shout out to Kobe. Shout out to Nick. Thank you guys so much for the love, man. Appreciate y'all. Let's go.
So there's this commenter. I think it's Chino's friend. His name is Raphael. He usually literally saying battle rap him, Chino.
No, I can't. I think Harry Mack's too nice a guy to battle rap a scrub like me. So
I don't really battle in general. I'm too nice. I don't really like dissing people, you know. So, but you can freestyle, man.
Oh no, no chance.
Or red. No, I'm kidding. That's it.
So you mentioned that you don't rap battle. Why is that? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, it's just not my vibe. I'm like very positive. You know, I'm all about lifting other people up. You know, all the content I make is basically based on making people smile. That's like my goal is trying to make people break down and smile. I think, you know, so for me, I'm all about the cipher, you know, and passing the mic back and forth with homies and like building off each other's energy. But I wouldn't want to just like spend all this time trying to diss somebody and bring somebody else down and all that. Although I do have a huge respect for like the professional battle leagues, King of the Dot and all of that, man. Like the people who are out there battling at a high level are amazing at what they do. And so, you know, I definitely salute those artists, but it's just not it wouldn't feel right coming from me. I wouldn't feel authentic.
No, and that's awesome because, you know, like I said, our show's called Good Vibes, so we totally see you with the whole the positivity and stuff. And, you know, we see your videos. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. When you get on Omegle, I'm sure a lot of people recognize you straight away, right? Like, you're getting that reaction so quickly. Even on the streets, I'm sure people recognize you, right? And since you're all about, you know, putting the smiles on people's faces, you know, what's next for you in terms of, you know, your craft? Like, how else are you gonna, evolve what you're doing right now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true, man. People are blowing up my spot on Omegle, dude. It's hard to find strangers out there now. Everybody's like, "Oh, Harry Mack, I've been waiting on here for 3 hours to talk to you." And I'm like honored, but I'm like, yeah, but but it's like the whole point is like I'm converting skeptics. So it's usually better if they don't know who I am and have no idea what's going to happen. What'd you say?
You need the shock factor.
Yeah, you need the shock factor.
This guy's doing what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, you benefit a lot we benefit from the shock factor. So eventually I'll have to find some other app or something. But yeah, man, I think for me, like the next wave is, we started doing kind of more of like a podcast format on Twitch, which is really dope, where we're actually it's called Happy Hour. And we're actually having like, special guests and curated guests, cool people in and out of the music industry who are coming on and, I'm kind of like interviewing them or we're just having conversations kind of like we are right now. And then I sort of summarize the conversation in freestyle form. So I want to do more of that, but have it come out like on official podcast platforms. And then I think also just putting out more music, and I think it will all be freestyle based. Like I'm not really the type of person to sit there with a blank page and write a song. It doesn't really work for me. I come to life when I improvise. But I think a lot of like the live streams that we do have moments that basically are songs, and so I want to be able to chop those up and sort of repackage them and put them out on Spotify and everything like that. So,
it's crazy you say that because, like you do a lot of freestyle, which is really cool. Though, like, are there times that, you spit a line that you want to remember forever? Something that just really hit that was like, this was it. This was money.
Yeah.
Right? You have those moments, those memories, and, like your best lines,
Oh, definitely, man. Yeah. Luckily now, like so much of it is recorded. Almost all the freestyles are recorded, except for like my practice sessions when I'm like by myself just practicing. But back in the day, it was like every freestyle I ever spit pretty much just like went off into the cosmos and disappeared forever. You could never get it back. It just echoed out into space. And so many dope verses were just lost that way. But now, like, so much is recorded. I mean, there's hours, like days. There's days of recorded freestyles just on my YouTube with all the live streams and all the Omegle and Guerilla. There's so much. So it's all out there. And so I can go back and find it and piece things together and use anything that I really like.
So would you consider like using some of those lines from those recorded videos like into coming up with a new rap song? Because last year you did release an album. I believe it's Content Under Pressure. Wait.
Content's Under Pressure, yeah.
Under Pressure, yes.
Yep.
Oh,
totally.
So like, would that be helping you? Are you thinking about releasing like another album probably in a year, 2 years, 3 years time?
Yeah, definitely. I want to release more albums and singles and projects of all kinds. I think Contents Under Pressure, you know, it's called that because I had gone viral on YouTube with the freestyle videos, and everyone was like, you gotta make an album, you gotta make an album. So I was really doing it under this pressure that I felt. And I was trying to like do what I thought was needed, you know what I mean? And so I was kind of forcing ways of working that aren't actually natural to me in terms of like writing the songs like line by line, like on a piece of paper and stuff like that. But I'm super proud of it, you know, I'm super proud of it. And it was a huge accomplishment for me and just a huge goal for me to meet in terms of getting like an official project out. But my next project, I'm not going to do it like that. Everything for me is better if I improvise it. And it might not be like top to bottom, I improvise the song, but if I'm grabbing pieces like you're saying, like grabbing my favorite moments from different freestyles that I've done and kind of repurposing them and repackaging them for the song, I think it'll sound more like me and feel more authentic.
All right.
And that's nice. You know, that's something so original, something that you don't really see every day. So
Right.
Looking forward to seeing that when it does come out, you know.
Yes.
We've seen that you've, you know, worked with some different artists like, you know, like Kendrick Lamar, Joey Badass and stuff. Who are some of the artists that you'd like to work with in the future, maybe? Like, what's your dream?
Oh, man. There's so many. I would love to work with the other great freestylers who have inspired me off top, like Supernatural is my favorite. King Los is another incredible freestyler. Juice, MC Juice from Chicago would be insane. Also just the hip hop artists in general that have influenced me. I would love to work with The Roots. You know, Black Thought is one of my favorite rappers, and Questlove is one of my favorite drummers. I've looked up to The Roots since I was a kid because I had two idols in the group, both as a rapper and a drummer. I could look up to those cats. Nas is my favorite MC probably of all time. MF Doom, Outkast. I mean, there's so many that have influenced me and made their mark on me. I'm obsessed with hip hop, and there's not really anybody that I haven't checked out. So I would just, it's all the usual suspects, you know, Jay-Z, Eminem. If I could work with those guys, it'd be out of here, man.
We'll make it work. We'll make it happen.
Let's go.
I'll shoot them a message and hopefully they respond to it.
We will shoot a shot for you.
Yes, that's right. Hey, thank you. Let's go.
So actually, when it comes to your, with regard to your freestyle, actually, was there ever a time you had a hard time, like, doing a freestyle with the word that was given or with like the visual that you had? Tell us something about that, if ever. Some words are harder than others. Some days are better than others. You know, it's kind of the nature of the freestyle thing is like, you know, depending on like if you got enough sleep or if you're in a good mood or whatever, it can affect the way that it happens because it's all happening live. But the thing is, because I've been doing it for so long, even on my worst day, it's going to be good enough. You know, it's going to reach this certain professional level. You know, there's this great jazz pianist named Bill Evans, who, you know, played like with Miles Davis and stuff like on the Kinda Blue recordings. And you know, he said this thing, they made this album called Kinda Blue, for those who may not know, which is like the most famous jazz album ever made. And he said like, you know, you never know when it's going to be that level. You know, we were all like at the peak level of inspiration. We were killing it. You know, it was just like, it was so dope that we just like didn't talk to each other in between songs because we just like didn't want to mess with the energy. Right. And so that's always the goal. Like when I'm freestyling is to hit that Kinda Blue energy where it's like, you don't even want to talk about it because you don't know how long it's going to last and you're just riding that wave. But Bill Evans talked about how when we're not hitting that, even on our worst day, we practiced enough to have a strong enough foundation that we're still going to come through at a professional level. So no matter what the word is, or even on my worst day, if I'm in a terrible mood, I just got in a fight with my friend or something, and now I have to freestyle about some word that I don't even hardly know what it means, I still am confident that I'll be able to do something that I can be proud of, that is at least at an acceptable level, if that makes sense.
Honestly speaking, though, I'm sure on your worst day, our minds would still be blown. We wouldn't know the difference.
Hopefully.
Yeah, no,
that's the goal.
You have like this composure when it comes to rapping anyway, so it's just like we don't know if you're messing anything up because we're just like, yes, we feel it.
that is so much of it is the delivery and just conveying confidence. It really is. You can get away with a lot just off that.
All right, speaking of, are we ready for round 2?
Are we
Let's
ready
do it.
for round 2? Yes, we are. So I got a few words, just 3. You want?
Okay.
Can you do more, or what's up?
Me? Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, whatever you got.
Right. Okay, so I have 3 right now. I can add a couple more if you're into more words. All right, so we're gonna do architecture.
Nice. Architecture.
We're gonna do predicament.
Predicament. Nice.
We're gonna do examination for all those.
Examinations. Nice.
And there's actually a few people who have requested this supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Okay, perfect. We'll do that too. So architecture, predicament, examination, and supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, right?
Whole line.
It is a whole line. I've done, but like disclaimer, I've done that word 1,000 times. So everyone's always impressed by it, but it's also one of the most requested words ever.
I'm thinking if we should switch it up. Let's switch it up a little bit. All right.
I mean, always check out your videos. We want something new here. We want some new content, right?
Yeah. Let's go with preposterous.
Okay, preposterous. All right, dope. Architecture, predicament, examination, and preposterous.
Yep.
All right, cool. Hopefully I can remember them all. I might tap back for a reminder, but we're gonna see how far we get.
All right.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, let's get it. Come on. Hey, 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2. Come on. Hey, come on. Look. Come on, yeah, I can freestyle even under pressure. I'ma show y'all the rhyming architecture. I be teaching rappers just how to do this. Architect with rhymes, they gon' copy my blueprint. Yeah, I'm killing, I'm lyrically eldin'. Architecture kinda like I'm making a building. Yeah, and y'all know over tracks, all my sounds racing. Architecture, we gon' start with the foundation. When it comes to bars, they know when I'm quite major. The architect of rhymes, we building a skyscraper. Hey yo, peace of the people that I rock for. Hey yo, skyscrapers brought me to the top floor. I'm on another level, y'all couldn't get with this. Rappers stepped to Mac, now they stuck in a predicament. Hey yo, my flows ain't never subtle. Voice can't be muffled, I got these rappers in trouble, it's a struggle. My flow impossible, they in the predicament. I'm an obstacle, y'all can't get over me. I be rapping in the circle, you in the predicament. I'm an obstacle, a hurdle, no way to lead me. I make the freestyle look easy, I break it down for all my people, y'all better believe me. Over tracks, this man is racing. Yeah, I do a quick little examination. I look around the room just to see what I see. It's easy for me to simply get free with the freeze. Mac on another plane, flow off the brain. Anytime I kick my lyrics, people know it's insane. I'm quick to rock ya, my lyrics shock ya. When I'm done, you need an examination from doctors. Hey yo, this man has the spirit. When I'm rocking, all the people will examine my spirit. Yeah, hey yo, listen, y'all know I bring them close. These other rappers in the game is playing the post. Yeah, hey yo, all my lyrics sound like the dopest. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Hope you notice, I be filling the lines. I'ma make sure the people feel it this time. Yeah, hey yo, I'm off top. I'm over heads like a ball start. Hey yo, I'm hitting y'all with raw thoughts. Okay, y'all know that they call me the master. Give me a reminder, I forgot the last word.
Stress.
Oh yeah, there ain't no stopping this. Real hip hop in this. My freestyle's preposterous. H Mack with the quickest recovery. Every time I'm spitting, man, the people they loving me. Hey yo, you know you say you got a hot crew. I'm like preposterous. You know it's not true. Hey yo, y'all can never rock with this. Real hip hop in this. My dome, I'm about to spit it off of this. Never too soft for this. Check the way I'm rocking this. Yeah, I can lie to spit. My flow is preposterous. I said it too many times. I got plenty rhymes. Harry Mack, I age well like a fine wine. Yeah, and I'll be coming up with creations. I'm a monster, like the name of your radio station. You know I kick a grimy free, son. I'll be rocking live up on 93.1. Yeah, wish we could combine up in the same room, but COVID's going on. We had to bless him on Zoom. Let's go.
Oh boy, I need to take a walk.
Oh man, I'm still in awe. Like, this is the second time you did it for us, and my jaw's dropping on the floor. I still can't believe it, man.
I can't.
Oh man, thank you, appreciate that.
It is such a pleasure. It is such an honor to have you with us, just freestyle rapping, having us be part of your freestyle rapping, not just watching a video of you do it. It's, you guys, monsters, if you're listening, it's fantastic. It's euphoric, is what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Honestly speaking, 2020 has had its ups and downs. By far, this has to be the high point for me, man.
Yes.
Having you here, we've been a fan for a long time, so can't believe you're here on the show. You're rapping for the station. It's awesome. I don't know, I'm ecstatic.
Man, my pleasure, man. Thank you guys for having me on here. This was a lot of fun.
I'm just saying, before like we were gonna end this, I would like to suggest, and I've been sitting on this for like a week.
Go for it.
We would like for you to come back, and then we will call it Return of the Mac.
Hey, yes. Hey, let's do it. I'm down. You already know. Return of the Mac. Let's get it.
You heard it here. It's
There we
live.
go.
All our
There we
listeners
go.
are gonna hold you to it.
All right, please. I hope they do. I hope they do.
All right. Well, that being said, again, thank you so much for joining us. If you could give a Christmas greeting to everybody who's tuned in. We celebrate super early here in the Philippines, so.
Yes. Hey, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody listening right now. Hope I can send y'all a little bit of holiday cheer in freestyle form. And thanks so much for rocking with me. Shout out to Monster 93.1. Let's get it.
All right, there we go. Harry Mack, everyone, again, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it. Much love.
Thank you so much, Harry Mack, for joining us. You have been
Thank you, guys.
fantastic guest. You
Oh, my pleasure.
are a phenomenal freestyle rapper. To be someone who is witnessing it firsthand, I can say.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. For real. Thank you guys, man.
Wish you well for all of your future endeavors as well, and we just hope, come back. And
Hit
when
me up.
COVID's over, we hope you can travel here, and then you can like rap for us.
Oh, that would be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy. I hope we can do that soon. Thank you again for the opportunity. I appreciate you guys.
All right, thank you. Take care.
You too. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.